Have you ever wondered how the genetic legacy of the ancient Israelites is present in today's Jewish communities? Are there still traces of this ancestry preserved throughout the centuries? And how are modern Jews connected to their biblical ancestors? These questions spark a fascinating curiosity and lead us to explore an ancestral mystery that spans generations. How is it possible to trace the ancestral lineages of modern Jews through genetic studies? Can we still find genetic traces of the ancient Israelites in the DNA of today's Jews? The answer to these questions lies in innovative genetic research conducted with samples from key archaeological sites, such as Tel Abel, Beth Makkah, and Tel Megiddo. These places were crucial in shaping our understanding of Jewish ancestry. The ancient Israelites were descendants of various groups, including the Natufians, Neolithic Anatolians, and Neolithic Iranians. This genetic mixture resulted in Semitic DNA, which is not only essential to Jews, but also shared with other populations in the region, such as Arabs, Palestinians, and Syrians. Understanding this genetic heritage is fundamental to tracing the connections between ancient and modern Jewish communities. Studies carried out at Tel Abel, Beth Makkah, and Tel Megiddo reveal how these sites played important roles in shaping the genetic makeup of the Jewish people. These findings help connect the distant past with the present, offering a clearer perspective on how contemporary Jews maintain ties to their ancestral roots. By revealing these ancient lineages, we gain a deeper understanding of the movements, cultural exchanges, and adaptations that shape these populations throughout history. Now, let's focus on Ashkenazi Jews, a group often misunderstood when it comes to Jewish genetics. For a long time, a theory suggested that they were descendants of the Khazars, a Turkic people who supposedly converted to Judaism. However, genetic studies have refuted this idea, showing that Ashkenazi Jews have a direct connection to the ancient Israelites, despite a considerable European genetic influence due to intermingling with Central and Eastern European communities over the centuries. This genetic intermingling created a distinct profile, with about 39% of Ashkenazi Jewish DNA traceable to the ancient Israelites. While this Semitic contribution is significant, the European genetic heritage accounts for 57% to 60% of their ancestry. This reflects how Ashkenazim preserved their Semitic roots while incorporating influences from various peoples over time, maintaining a strong link to their origins. Even with regional variations among Ashkenazi Jews from different parts of Europe, such as Germany, Lithuania, and Poland, they all share a common genetic basis that connects them to the ancient Israelites. This demonstrates how cultural and ancestral continuity was maintained despite local differences. This journey through the genetic history of Jews shows us the power of ancestry and how ancient roots continue to influence modern communities. And you, what do you think of all this? If you enjoyed this content, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more fascinating discoveries about history, genetics, and culture. Let's continue this conversation in the comments. Scientific studies reveal that Iraqi Jews, part of the Mizrahi group, share the closest genetic relationship with the ancient Israelites, making them the most direct representatives of this lineage. On the other hand, genetic analysis of Iranian Jews shows that approximately 38% of their DNA is linked to the ancient Israelites. However, their genetic heritage is more diverse, with about 60% of their DNA coming from ancient Iranian peoples, reflecting the influence of Persian civilizations throughout history. Despite this greater genetic mixture, Iranian Jews still maintain a significant connection with their Israelite ancestors. They share a genetic lineage that dates back to the early Israelites, although this connection has been enriched by the assimilation of other groups over time. Like Iraqi Jews, Iranian Jews are part of a larger group of Jews who, despite their varied genetic makeups, share a common heritage with the original Israelites. The three main Jewish groups discussed so far, Ashkenazim, Sephardim, and Mizrahim, represent the main Jewish communities in the modern world, especially in Israel. All these groups maintain an ancestral connection with the ancient Israelites, although to varying degrees. Genetic studies confirm that, paternally, all these populations share a common Semitic lineage originating in the Levant, the region where the ancient Israelites lived. When examining maternal lineages, The strongest genetic connection is found between Mizrahi and Sephardic Jews, surpassing that of Ashkenazim. This predominance of maternal traits highlights the essential role of women in transmitting genetic characteristics across generations, ensuring the continuity of ancient Jewish communities in the Middle East. The preservation of this genetic heritage is especially significant, as it demonstrates how Levantine Jewish communities have managed to maintain their origins over millennia. Although there are variations in the genetic makeup of these groups, they all maintain a deep connection with their Israelite ancestors. Modern Jews, with their diverse cultural and genetic influences, continue to carry a fragment of this rich history, contributing to the vibrant and diverse nature of contemporary Judaism. This journey through the genetic history of Jews reminds us of the importance of ancestral roots and how they shape cultural identities. If you are curious to learn more about the genetic diversity of these groups or have questions about the evolution of this heritage, feel free to leave your comments below. The history and genetics of Jews continue to reveal fascinating insights that are worth exploring further. Now that we have discovered the intriguing connection between modern Jews and their ancestors, have you ever wondered what else we can discover about the biblical legacy and the profound teachings that connect us to this heritage? If you want to continue exploring these mysteries and learning more about rich Jewish history and culture, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like and share your thoughts in the comments. Your interaction is very important to us. To conclude, I leave a passage that reflects the depth of this learning. Blessed are those who keep his testimonies and seek him with all their heart. Psalm 119 verse 2. May divine wisdom guide every step of your journey, allowing you to live according to the eternal principles of God's word. Until next time, and may his knowledge continue to illuminate your life.